It is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and a good day to start another weekly vlog. I just edited and put together the first weekly vlog, which was back in October, and I originally said, oh, I'll go Saturday to Friday, which I thought was a good idea because then you could edit on Saturday and post on Sunday, because I plan to post my Bookmas vlogs on Sunday. But then I started the next vlog on a Monday, so I don't know, it's all very confusing. But we're starting this one on a Wednesday. This will be the first official Bookmas vlog, so welcome to Bookmas. You will have already seen some videos from me, I hope, but in this first official Bookmas vlog, I wanted to talk about the books I'm reading. I wanted to take you along with me for Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is so late this year. I'll take you with me throughout the week. The first book that I am currently reading is The Other Black Girl by Zakiya Dalila Harris. This is a book of the month version that I got at a Goodwill, and I'm only 91 pages in. I'm reading this book on audio and I'm about 25% of the way in. So far, I'm not loving it. I think I am a little bit biased because I know Suzanne read this one and she didn't love it, so I think I have that in my mind a little bit. But so far it's just kind of dragging, and it's just kind of really being repetitive of stating certain things about our main character. This follows our main character, Nella, as she navigates the publishing world where she has been an assistant for quite a while, and she has not made any moves in the time that she's been there to get promoted or to change her job or anything like that. And she wonders if partly that's because of race, because the publishing house that she works at is not very diverse at all. So she's super excited when another black woman starts working there as an assistant. There are other people of color who work in the offices, but not at the level that she's at. I think it's a really interesting premise for a book. I don't know if it's executing it in a way that's like engaging me and like pulling me in. I'm reading this one on audio. I started this one yesterday. For the last month or so, I have been reading the complete collected poems of Maya Angelou. I've really been taking my time, I've really been taking my time with this one because I had intended to kind of finish it in and around the beginning of November, but then I put it down for a really long time. So I have read some poems. I've read up to here, and then I've read some just random poems in between, but I'm going to continue reading this throughout the month. I also started this morning A Coney Island of the Mind by Lawrence Ferlinghetti. This is a much shorter book of poetry. I've never read any Ferlinghetti before, but I know my friends Hannah and Liz really like his work, so I'm excited to get into this one. And I started reading this just because, like, I was inspired to read it. Like, I just thought of it yesterday and I decided I wanted to pick it up. I didn't have time to start reading it yesterday, so I started reading it today. I have read 2 short stories in The Secret Lives of Church Ladies by Disha Philia. I'm confusing all my ends and beginnings of words today. So this one, I've liked the first 2 short stories. I just haven't had a lot of time to read the short stories. I'm taking my mom to a doctor's appointment today, so I think I'm going to bring this one with me and maybe read at least one more short story. Then I am also currently in the middle of We Took to the Woods by Louise Dickinson Rich. I'm about 1/3 of the way through this. I have about 2/3 left. This is another one that I started earlier this month, really in the end of October, and then put down, and I just have not picked up again. So I definitely want to try and finish this at some point. And then my main book that I'm like actually reading is The Spirit of Science Fiction by Roberto Bolaño. So Bolaño. El Espíritu de Science Fiction by Roberto Bolaño. Translated by Natasha Wimmer. So I'm reading this one for my TBR spin for September, I think. The TBR spin was one of the videos that got lost, so I have the very beginning of it, but I'm just going to combine 2, so you'll see more of my thoughts on this one in that video, which hopefully will be coming very soon. Very soon. I'm on part 2, which is about 2/3 of the way through. The only other book that I'm actually reading I didn't grab, which is The Lottery and Other Stories by Shirley Jackson. I've been reading this literally all year. I started it like in January, and then I continued it for a while during Summerween, and now I want to try and finish it by the end of 2024. So I have a lot to kind of accomplish, to kind of finish. I'm working my way through my Read What You Own challenge. I have read quite a few books for that so far, I think 6 or 7, but that means that I have like 18 that I have to read. So if I finish all of these books, you know, I'll only have like 10 left. So, well, I'll only have like 12 left. So that's still a lot. I don't know if I'm actually going to finish my Read What You Own before the end of December, which is what I originally hoped, especially because I am going to, my one caveat time to pick up books is coming up. So I am going to be picking up some books. So I would like to get some of these books read and get them off my TBR. I do have the option or the caveat to extend my Read What You Own both in number of books and also in time to February when my birthday is. So maybe I'll just extend it. I'll still try. I'm still aiming for 25 books by the end of the year. But if I can't do that, then maybe I will try to extend it until as many books as I can until my birthday. But that's where I'm at with reading. I want to go over, probably next week or next vlog at least, I want to go over the Buzzword Readathon challenge for 2024. I like to do this during Bookmas every year and see what books I've read and what books I have to read, and then maybe hopefully by next Vlogmas vlog, by next Bookmas vlog, I'll have finished quite a few of these. And if I have, then the Buzzword Readathon would be a good way to pick new books. I only have 4 days left in the month, so I don't know how many more books I'm going to read in November, and I don't really want to start the Buzzword Readathon until December because that's when I usually do it. Let me know if you're participating in Bookmas this year. I don't know what my Bookmas is going to look like. I've been making plans. I've been working on videos that I can post, but I don't know what it's going to look like. We're just going to find out together how many Bookmas videos I post and what my Bookmas content looks like. Hopefully it'll be nice, but I didn't do like a announcement video or anything like that, and I definitely don't plan on it. Let me know if you're participating in Bookmas. Let me know if you have a lot of books that you need to finish by the end of the year. And let me know if you participated in the Buzzword Readathon. Today, like I said, I have to go with my mom. My husband's going to come with me, and then we'll probably hang out a little bit after that. I have work that I need to do to finish by the end of this week. And tomorrow is Thanksgiving. We're going to my dad's. Friday, we're meeting up with our friend Roger. Saturday, I'm giving away a car, so hopefully that goes smoothly. Sunday, I don't know what we're doing. It is December 1st, and I haven't really talked to the vlog very much. I haven't really taken very much footage. We had a lovely Thanksgiving, but I feel like this year we just wanted to have like a low-key Thanksgiving with my father and just chill. The next day, Friday, we saw our friend Roger, and then yesterday we kind of just got stuff done around the house. So it is Sunday, December 1st at the moment, and today I think we're gonna go to a vegan pop-up that they have once a month, and I think we're gonna get some vegan food because the next 3 weeks of December are going to be really hectic, really crazy. We are going to have some fun times. We are going to indulge in some things, but we're also going to work a lot. So we wanted to do something fun before we like really dive into December full-on work. I do have to work later today because it is a payroll week, so I will be getting payroll done as I do on a Sunday. I don't mind that. It's good for me. As far as where I am with my reading this week, everything got totally derailed because my father had a library copy of Absolution, the fourth in the Southern Reach trilogy, and he wasn't going to get to it, but he has all these holds at the library, so he lent it to us to read his library copy. So I have abandoned all my other books and stopped reading everything else except Absolution, and I'm really liking it so far. I left it, it's out in the living room. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't read any spoilers. I didn't want to know, and I would suggest going into it that way. I do think it could have used some editing. I do think each book gets progressively more flowery and nature writing and more lyrical, and I think each book after Annihilation could have had 50 to 100 pages less, could have been like more tight, more concise, a little less flowery, a little less of the nature writing. I think it's important for the story to be immersed in it in that way and immersed in the environment. Like, these books are so much about environment that I think that's important, but I think 437 pages is too long. It's too long for this book, and there's a lot of repetition that happens in Acceptance and in Absolution that I think could have been streamlined and could have been cut out and could have been edited. I often wonder if when writers become more famous and specifically sell more books that their publishing houses kind of abandon editing them as much as they should. I don't know why that would be, except maybe the kind of celebrity aspect of it, or the idea that more pages is worth more to them somehow, but I do wish that a lot of writers who get famous were edited more, not less. So that's where I am with reading. I'm torn as to whether to end the vlog here and start another vlog for next week. I'm kind of on a backlog of videos. I need to do a lot of editing over the next few days, and of course it's a super busy time at work, so it's going to be hard to do that, but I'm hoping to get all that kind of stuff done, and I am hoping that I can get on track with editing for Bookmas. As I've already said, I plan on doing a version of Bookmas this year. It's not going to be called Bookmas necessarily, and it's not going to be as Bookmas-centric as some of my Bookmases have been, which I find sad, but I find also takes the pressure off of me in this moment when I am extremely busy, feeling very behind on everything. So anyway, I still hope to produce quite a few videos and get everything ready and have a vlogmas of sorts. Let me know how your Thanksgiving went. Let me know how if you participate, let me know how the end of November went. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!